disclaimer. Before we begin, let me make this clear. I am not a lawyer. I am not a politician. I am a quantity surveyor and a chartered construction manager. Above all, I am a concerned Zambian. This episode is not legal advice or a political statement. It is a reflection on what is happening in Zambia, why it matters for all of us, and what we can learn as a nation. Welcome to the Awakening with Calvin Piri. This is part of the Bridges to Prosperity series. Here we have honest conversations about Africa's journey toward 2050. We look at the issues that shape our nations with hope, courage, and a desire to build. Today we ask, is Zambia's democracy maturing? Are we ready to face challenges that test our laws, our traditions, and our identity as a people? Recently, Zambia entered a period of national mourning following the passing of former President Edgar Lungu in South Africa. The government declared 7 days of mourning, later extending it by 9 more days. However, after the Lungu family stopped the repatriation of the body to Zambia, the government cancelled the period of national mourning. Now, this moment has left many Zambians with questions. Questions about how we honor those who have served the nation, how we manage disagreements in times of grief, and how we can maintain respect for the office of the presidency while recognizing the wishes of families. It is a sensitive situation. It is emotional for many people across the country, but it is also a moment for reflection. Zambia's legacy of peace. Zambia has been a peace-loving nation for decades. Many African countries look to us as an example of stability. We have transitioned peacefully from one president to another since independence. Now, with our 7th president, we have done this without conflict, and each transition has shown the world that democracy can work in Africa. In this current situation, our democracy is being tested once again. We are seeing the challenges that come when tradition, the law, and personal wishes intersect. Unlike some countries, Zambia does not yet have clear, detailed laws on how to handle the burial of former presidents who pass away. But that does not mean we are weak. It is an opportunity for us as a people to resolve this matter amicably and with dignity, respecting the rule of law. There is absolutely no shame in seeking guidance from the courts. It is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of maturity. Approaching the courts shows that we respect the rule of law and are willing to resolve disputes peacefully using the structures we have put in place as a nation. We may have different opinions about what should be done. We may disagree on how things are handled. But the fact that we can use the courts and respect their decisions demonstrates that we are a people committed to the principles of democracy. This is how we build trust in our systems, and this is how democracy is strengthened. Embassy Park and national unity. In Zambia, it has become standard practice for former presidents to be buried at Embassy Park in Lusaka. It is a place of remembrance, honor, and national unity. When Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, our founding president, passed away, his family initially wanted him buried in Chinzali next to Mama Betty Kaunda. Later, the family respected the government's decision for burial at Embassy Park, recognizing the importance of unity for the nation. Recently, Kaweche Kaunda, Dr. Kaunda's son, appealed to the Lungu family to consider burial in Zambia, sharing his family's journey of putting the nation's interests above personal desires. These moments remind us that while we may have personal preferences, the decisions we make can contribute to unity or division. Choosing unity strengthens us as a people. a nation under watch. It is important for us to remember that the world is watching. Zambia has been in the international media during this period. Investors, development partners, and the diaspora are observing how we handle this sensitive situation. While the attention may feel uncomfortable, it is also an opportunity to show that Zambia is a peaceful, stable, and law-abiding nation. An opportunity to demonstrate that Zambia is a place where democracy can grow even in challenging times. For those in the diaspora and those considering investing in Zambia, how we handle this moment will build confidence that Zambia is a place where the rule of law is respected and where differences can be resolved peacefully. Unity and the freedoms we enjoy. It is also important to remember that in Zambia we have the freedom to hold different views. We can disagree, we can discuss, debate, and even disagree openly. We can agree to disagree while maintaining respect for each other and the structures that guide our country. But this is the beauty of democracy. It is the freedom enshrined in our constitution. It is what makes Zambia strong, even in moments of challenge. This is why we must handle this moment with wisdom. We should avoid division, tribalism, or insults. Instead, we should engage with each other in a manner that promotes peace and unity. A message of hope. Even in this moment of tension, I believe Zambia will succeed. I believe we will find a way that honors the law, respects the family, and protects our peace as a nation. These challenges are not setbacks. They are opportunities for growth. They are opportunities for us to demonstrate to the world and to ourselves that Zambia remains a beacon of peace, stability, and unity in Africa. Call to action. What are your thoughts on how Zambia is handling this moment? Do you believe our democracy is growing through this test? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share with others who care about Zambia and Africa's future. This has been The Awakening with Kelvin Piri. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, true democracy is shown in how we handle disagreements with respect, unity, and the rule of law.